Hello and welcome back to another reading by yours truly, Andromeda Tarot, and my name is Andrea. Today I'm going to do a Cancer reading, and the most significant Cancer in my life was my Mima, Norma. I think she was on the cusp of Leo, and my brother used to call her a fire cat. Her and my mom were both fire cats. My mom was a Sagittarius, so she is a fire sign, which that would make sense. But Mima, being a Cancer on the cusp of Leo, brutal. Let me tell you, she was brutally honest, and she was, she didn't take no crap. Let me just say that. Let me put it that way. Cancer, we have the crabs. The crabs. I am on the cusp of Cancer, so I can relate to Cancer energy. And let's go ahead and get into it. I know a lot of Cancers. Mima is the most significant one that I wanted to mention. But my cousin's husband, my cousin Mindy, her husband is a Cancer. He's a twin also. And then I've had friends that are Cancers. My friend, his firstborn child, Judas, was a Cancer as well, or is a Cancer. All right, so let me go ahead and get started with the Cancer reading. I'm going to be using the Crow Tarot deck. I'm going to go ahead and use the Crow Tarot for all of my astrological readings this time around. I really like the Crow Tarot. I can't explain it. The cards really speak to me. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right. What is the general energy that my Cancers are in? The general energy that my Cancers are in. All right. What is the general energy? We have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords. This talks about some sort of heartbreak. Some sort of feeling pain in your heart, emotional pain, and turmoil. Whether it be in romance, life, losing a family member, things like that, experiencing some sort of grief with the Three of Swords here. I think I said the Three of Swords. I don't know why the Three of Wands also popped up in my head. All right, and then let me get another card. What is the general energy? This one wanted to come out here. This is the Five of Swords in reverse. All right. Five of Swords. So it looks like some sort of battle. And then in reverse, possibly the end of a battle. All right. And then I had to fix a light here. Let me get some clarifying cards before I'm going to read those two cards. Because I don't think I've gotten either of those cards yet. All right. Clarifying cards for general energy of my Cancers. Clarifying cards for general energy of my Cancers. We have Cloudy Judgment, Illusions, Unbalanced, Distorted. So your general energy around you is... it seems like you are kind of in a fog. I'm getting like a brain fog. You're having trouble determining if you're on the right path in life or in love. Okay. What is the general energy of my Cancer spirit? What is the general energy of my Cancer spirit? What is the general energy of my Cancers? Come on, one more card. Okay, this one's not wanting to go back in. Beauty. We have beauty, charming, graceful, kind-hearted. And so what I'm hearing is that through all of this that you're going through, you are maintaining beauty. And you're going to come out of it a transformed person, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Deep down, as a Cancer, you have this within you, okay? This is all inside of your heart. you are charming, you are graceful, you are kind-hearted, you are a beautiful person, okay? Sometimes you may not always show that, and that's what makes this come about. Your the illusions, imbalance, distortions, cloudy judgment. So the way that you project onto other people might appear this, but really deep down, you're all of this, okay? So keep that in mind. Let me go ahead and read these cards from the Crow Tarot here. We've got the Three of Swords. Sorry, that took me a little while. Three of Swords, the crow watches his partner fly away. The Three of Swords, puncturing the heart, represent the pair of crows and the issue that resulted in the separation. The Three of Swords represents a time of sadness and loss. However, without sorrow, we would never understand true happiness. Before I continue, because I lose my train of thought super easily. So without sorrow, you cannot experience sadness. And so what I'm hearing, you know, life is a roller coaster. You experience a lot of ups and downs, you know, and so that is the balance of life. You must appreciate yourself, even in the down times, so that you can come out of it stronger, okay? And so when you're experiencing the trouble, remember to be grateful, okay? Remember to even thank God when you're feeling down, okay? Because, you know, like I said, you're going to come out stronger, okay? So you just have to remember that. You have to remember that when you are at your low point, you can only go up from there, okay? Okay. I don't know why I keep saying that. Okay. However, without sorrow, we never understand true happiness. And without loss, we would not appreciate all that we have. Wow, before I even continued. There is no avoiding the sadness indicated by the Three of Swords, but this situation also offers a valuable life lesson, one that is essential for growth. This card asks that you take steps to learn how to heal your heart and soul. And so what I'm hearing in life and in love, whether this be like a current situation or whether this be just in general, you need to heal yourself, okay? You got to work on yourself, all right? Within, you got to take care of yourself. You can't take care of anybody else unless you take care of yourself. I'm always going to say that. I say that for everybody, all right? So remember that. You are number one. No matter what anybody tells you, you are number one. It's like if you're in the plane, they tell you to put your mask on first before you put your kid's mask on. There's a reason for that, okay? You can't save anybody else's life unless you save your own. All right, now we have the Five of Swords. And this one was in reverse. I'm going to read the whole card, though. The victorious crow holds the swords of those he defeated. On the surface, the victory may look positive, but in the end could lead to loneliness and despair. The Five of Swords denotes a hard-fought battle that you won, but the cost may end up being higher than expected. It could be a loss of friendship at the expense of being right, or a conflict that will leave you feeling isolated. Reverse, the Five of Swords indicates that you are tired of fighting and you have accepted that some gains are not worth the battle. And so what I'm hearing from this is it kind of goes along with the projections. So you have this on the inside, but then you project out. I'm kind of hearing an ego-based projection because, you know, you are this charming person. You are intelligent, you are charming, graceful, kind-hearted, but because of some sort of inner wounds that you have, some sort of ego thing, you're projecting out to people this energy where, oh, I have to be right. I have to be right. I have to be right. When things aren't really always about right or wrong, okay? It's not always about that. Sometimes you gotta, what am I hearing? Pick your battles is what I'm hearing, okay? Pick your battles. All right. And now I want to find out how the person on Cancer's mind is feeling about Cancer. Gotta know. Gotta know. With Cancer being in this hard, difficult energy is what I'm hearing. How are the person on my Cancer's mind feeling about my Cancers? How are the people on Cancer's mind feeling about my Cancers? I'm having trouble shuffling today. It might be the way I'm wearing my rings. Hold on. I'm going to switch fingers here. It's because, like, it's cold, so they're fitting a little different. All right. How are the people on my Cancer's mind feeling about the Cancers? Okay, we have the, this is the Four of, no, that's not a 4. That's 9 of Swords. This is the 9 of Swords. I'm seeing, like, feelings here. You're in your feels. 2 crows together, coming together. So some sort of communication. There's a cage over here in the distance. Maybe communicating about feelings, communicating about this cage here. Maybe some sort of fear. And then we also have a little, is that a crow down here too, in a nest? All right, definitely gonna read that card too. I don't think I've gotten that one. I did have the 5 of Swords, but I've never had it in reverse. How is the person on Cancer's mind feeling about my Cancers? We have the Queen of Wands. So they love you, Cancer. They think very highly of you. They think you're brave. I feel like they want to be, I say fight with you. What I mean by that is fight by your side. They want to fight by your side in this life. And you bring them a lot of joy. You make them feel special. They want to make you feel special. The joy I see with the sunflowers, the sun. I see balance. They want this balance with you. Okay, beautiful. And then let me get some clarifying cards here. How's the person on Cancer's mind feeling about my Cancers? Chasing. Wow, this is my first time getting this card. Chasing, pursuit, toxicity, resilience. Yet, with this energy, it's supposed to be considered negative, but you see this beautiful purple flower. So, loyalty. And then the spider, hard work. And so what I'm seeing here is that the person on Cancer's mind, how they're feeling about you, they feel like they keep trying and trying and trying and putting in all this effort, and it's not enough for you, is what I'm hearing, okay? And so take it easy on your person. Realize that they love you and that they're doing their best to make you happy. And this isn't good energy to be in, even for your person. Your person needs to learn that they need to work on themselves, because your happiness isn't number one for them. It's their own happiness. All right, is what I'm hearing from that. But let's find out what these other cards are telling me here. We have the 9 of Swords. Alone in her nest, the crow wakes from yet another nightmare. Scared to raise her head, she cowers as the images of being trapped in a cage or caught in a deadly battle consume her thoughts. The 9 of Swords suggests that worry consumes you. There is an issue at hand that needs addressing, and an action has manifested itself in a form of anxiety and fear. Your concern around this issue has the potential to manifest into the thing that you fear most. The 9 of Swords is a reminder that negative thoughts can become facts. And so your person is, what I'm hearing is your person has this fear of losing you. They feel like if they lose you, they would be nothing without you, is what I'm hearing. Because surprisingly, this card doesn't really speak about these 2 crows here. The moon, the cage. It does talk about the cage, my apologies. But it talks about this crow down here. And so this crow feels like it's doing all the work, like I said before. And it's also feeling like if it loses you, it would be lost without you, okay? And so you need to recognize your person is what I'm hearing, Cancer, because this is how they're feeling about you. And I don't know what else to say. You need to recognize that your person is trying, okay? Even though they need to find that happiness from within, but you also need to give them some grace, okay? You need to show them that you appreciate their efforts. I just saw 15:15 on the timer. Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a dominant creature sitting on her throne of lions. No one would accuse this bird of being demure. With a plan ready for success, the Queen of Wands often appears as bold, fearless, and determined. The Queen appreciates the potential each journey offers and takes the opportunity to learn something new about herself with every challenge. The energy of the Queen of Wands is healthy and agile as she moves through the world with a vibrant flair. With a taste for the best, this is one crow you won't find near the garbage cans as she uses her creative, quick-witted mind to discern the finer things in life. And so this person sees you so highly, and yet they feel like this about themselves, and this is how you make them feel as well, because they feel like you are maybe out of their league, you're too good for them, maybe even you treat them like that, okay? I don't know how Cancer's feeling about their person, because it seems like maybe they don't care about their person. Sorry to say. I'm sorry to say. But if you really do care about this person, then you need to communicate that. How are my Cancers feeling about the person on their mind? How are my Cancers feeling about the person on their mind? These two cards wanted to come out. Whoa. So what I'm hearing from this is that you're feeling brokenhearted because your person doesn't see their own potential. They don't see their own potential. And I don't know if maybe you've already tried to tell them about their own potential, or maybe you're being hard on them because you want them to recognize their own potential. But that's what I'm hearing with this one, okay? And then we have the World in reverse. I'm going to read that because I have never had the World in reverse. Clearly, this is a connection, though, that is destined, okay? And maybe it's destined to help you heal and help each other heal. Before I read the World in reverse, let me get some clarifying cards here. How is Cancer feeling about the person on their mind? How is Cancer feeling about the person on their mind? How is Cancer feeling about the person on their mind? Realizations, epiphanies, understandings, awakening. That's good, actually. So you're having this epiphany about the person on your mind, this light bulb moment. And with the World, I'm getting that maybe you are realizing that you also need to help be there for this person a little bit more, be a little bit more supportive. And maybe it breaks your heart that you haven't been. Okay? Let me go ahead and read the World in reverse. (21). Keywords: successful completions, end of a journey, wholeness. Element is earth. So this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Reverse, this card could indicate you are trying to finish a project. However, you may have lost sight of the original vision and are now stuck trying to figure out the next step. You may also have experienced a break in a relationship without the closure needed to move on. Take time to look inward, as your internal compass will point you in the right direction and help the world right itself once again. And so your intentions are to be there for your person. Those are your intentions, and you just need to regain your focus, okay? I'm I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, actually. Actually, I'm trying to do all the readings in the same timing, but some of them are ending up being longer than others. And I don't want anybody to feel gypped, but I'm gonna keep going because I think I said I was gonna get some clarifying cards for how you're feeling about the person on your mind. Oh no, I did. I already did. Dang it. Then let me just get a clarifying card from the Woodland Wardens deck. And this is going to be how you're feeling about yourself. Okay. And if I have any advice for you, or if this card does have any advice for you on how you're feeling about yourself. How are my Cancers feeling about themselves? Interesting. I haven't had this one before. We have the Snake and Fern, starting over. Okay. So this epiphany that you have, it's making you want to start over and to refresh yourself, is what I'm hearing. Let me go ahead and read this. It's a beautiful snake, a white snake. I love ferns too. White snake, that band just popped up in my head. Could be significant. This is 34. 34. Starting over, the snake and fern calls us to start anew. Regularly shedding its skin, the snake is a symbol of rebirth and transformative healing. And in many cultures, the fern is associated with new life and new beginnings. To the Maori of New Zealand, oh, I like those people, the ones that do like those crazy like battle chant things. I love watching those. An image of the unfurling silver fern frond, or karoo, is a central motif indicating growth and a return to one's origins. Together, the snake and fern inspire confidence as we start over or embark along a new path. It's giving me goosebumps. A rebirth is imminent. Summon the magical protection of the fern and wriggle free of old trappings. Can I grow by returning to my point of origin? Who or what protects me when I shed my skin and become vulnerable? Wow. And you know what I'm hearing? Your person's got your back. They might be insecure about themselves and not confident about themselves, but damn, they really do care for you, is what I'm hearing. And you need to remind them that they need to care for themselves the way that they care for you, because that's just how you're supposed to be. You gotta care for yourself. So yeah, I hope I didn't trigger anybody. If I did, there might be some inner child wounds that need to be healed, because that also kind of popped in my head, that maybe you have some inner child wounds, some abandonment wounds that need healing. Okay, I will go ahead and wrap it up here. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you guys. Man, this one really like resonated with me, even maybe a tiny little bit of that me getting the chills and stuff. I thank everybody who's been watching my readings, liking my readings, sharing my readings, commenting on my readings. This has been just wonderful for me, life-changing for me. I keep getting compliments at work. Different people keep coming up to me telling me that I am glowing. I'm like, I swear I'm not pregnant. I swear. Impossible. Okay. Thank you guys. I love you. Have a great day.